Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. In Madison, at least 9 people, including teenagers, were hurt in a shooting at a rooftop party. Madison police say the shooting happened at a downtown apartment building early this morning. Hundreds of people were at the party. The first officer on scene reported seeing dozens of people attempting to run from the building. Police say victims range in age between 14 to 23 years old. The extent of their injuries is unclear, but officials say none of the injuries are likely to be life-threatening. One person who wasn't shot was hurt by broken glass. No arrests have been made. An arrest has been made in connection to a Hillsborough burglary. According to the Vernon County Sheriff, authorities arrested 43-year-old Randy Lee Harmel Saturday evening. Last week, the Vernon County Sheriff's Office shared images that show a person in a hooded shirt enter a building. It appears he is holding something under their left arm. Harmel faces charges for burglary, criminal damage to property, theft, and probation violation. ASL is a disease that affects thousands of people in the United States. It affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, causing a loss of muscle control. Today, the second annual Walk to Defeat ALS was held in Chippewa Falls. The walk honors those living with the disease and remembers those who have passed away from ASL.
Well, my husband, Dave Lendl, passed away July 4th of last year. So he was here for our first annual ALS walk and unfortunately passed away 3 weeks later.
Funds raised support advocacy efforts and critical research against ALS. Approximately 300 to 350 people participated in the walk. The streets of downtown Sparta were packed today for the 40th annual Butterfest parade. Sparta Butterfest is a 4-day festival that takes place the second weekend of June every year. This year's parade featured bands and dance teams, organizations, area festivals, collector cars, and horses. Parade viewers were encouraged to bring non-perishable food items to help stock local food pantries. Butterfest runs through tonight. Community members had a send-off party for Miss Onalaska and Miss Onalaska Teen today. Miss Onalaska Jordan Butler, Miss Onalaska Teen Ricky Tillotson are making their way to the Miss Wisconsin competition. As title holders, the two have community projects. Butler focuses on providing support for children facing challenges and helps them build resilience. The girls see today as a celebration of everyone who's helped them get here.
Today, as much as it's celebrating Ricky and I going to Miss Wisconsin, it's also an opportunity for us to thank everyone that's really invested in us throughout this year.
The party had snacks, refreshments, and a silent raffle. The girls will also participate in community projects before the competition, which takes place June 19th through the 22nd in Oshkosh. Right now, there are no wake rules in effect for developed shoreline areas in La Crosse. According to the La Crosse County Sheriff's Office, the river stage is expected to be about 10 feet. In La Crosse, areas are designated as slow no wake, areas when the river stage reaches 10 feet. Ordinance applies to all vessels, boats, and motorboats. Well, the sun has been shining bright today in La Crosse. Let's send it over to meteorologist Greg Barnhart to see how long it's going to stay.
Well, enjoy Greg. The wind today, especially if you're on the water. It's probably pretty choppy out there with the wind, but we did have some sun today. The good thing is it's going to be sunny conditions tomorrow, but we mentioned the river, Mississippi River going on right now. This only flood warning right now is for Wabasha, and that is because they have reached minor flood stage at 12.5. They'll get up to 12.7 tomorrow, then a very slow fall. It'll probably take through Father's Day that we actually start seeing it go below flood stage into action stage. But going back to the weather, winds will start decreasing this evening. Temperatures getting back down low 60s, less in a way of cloud cover for Eau Claire too, but the temperatures will begin to fall back into the 50s, and that wind, which has been breezy or gusty at times, will begin to back off a little bit. That's the good news. There's your max wind speed so far. Pretty strong out to the west. We've had some gusts 30 to 35, especially in northeastern Iowa. Overall, big picture shows all that cloud cover, just kind of daytime heating type cloud cover and some cooler air coming will begin to kind of evaporate as we go out throughout the evening. And that's going to be the story going into tonight is the chilly temperatures. If you don't like the 40s, it's going to be another night of 40s coming as the temperatures continue to fall and the winds lighten up. So for the morning commute, it's definitely going to feel a bit on the chilly side. So we'll kind of break down when we might see rain return, and more importantly, if you want the warmer temperatures, more humidity, when that might come too a bit later.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you, Greg. Former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Mike Roman, a 2020 Trump campaign official, have pleaded not guilty to conspiring to overturn the results of the 2020 election in Arizona. They're two of 18 Trump allies charged in connection to the fake electors case.
Arizona prosecutors arrived for the arraignments of some of former President Donald Trump's closest advisors.
Sir, could you state your name, please?
Mark Randall Meadows.
Trump's former White House chief of staff.
We do enter a plea of not guilty.
Also entering a not guilty plea, Trump campaign operative Mike Roman.
Could you state your name, please?
Michael Roman.
Roman and Meadows both face charges in multiple states in the fake elector scheme aimed at overturning the 2020 election results in Arizona and in Georgia. Roman also this week was indicted in Wisconsin. The state cases all date back to an alleged plan hatched in the days and weeks after Trump lost his last re-election bid.
We, the undersigned, being the duly elected and qualified electors.
In Arizona, calling themselves electors, these 11 people assembled on December 14, 2020, to declare the state's winner.
Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida, number of votes 11.
But Joe Biden had won Arizona. Arizona prosecutors say Meadows, Roman, and other Trump allies charged in April, like former Trump attorney John Eastman.
I, of course, pled not guilty.
And current RNC Election Integrity Counsel Christina Bobb.
We'll deal with the case.
Coordinated fake electors in Arizona and other swing states attempting to keep Trump in power. Perhaps the most well-known of the 18 indicted by Arizona is former Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani, who, say Arizona prosecutors, dodged them for weeks as they tried to serve him court papers.
Giuliani so far hasn't indicated exactly when he is going to be heading to Arizona. CNN checked with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department, and so far he has not yet been processed for his mugshot or his fingerprints. Coming up on News 8, a new study discovers a way that might help people with Alzheimer's. Stay with us. That's up next.
How much was I paying a month for insulin?
$185.
$300.
$400. I never expected anyone to do something about it.
But then Tammy Baldwin did.
She stood up to the drug companies and wrote a law capping the cost of insulin.
Thanks to Tammy, now it just costs $35 a month.
She made a huge difference for so many of us.
She lifted a weight off all our shoulders.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
At River Valley Remodelers, we know that the bathroom is the most personal space in your house. That's why we don't come in with preconceived ideas or cookie-cutter installs. We'll sit down and talk with you about your needs and dreams. Whether it's a tub or shower or an entire bathroom design, we'll take the time to talk with you and get things just the way you want it. For a limited time, get a free shower door or a color upgrade with your shower purchase. So let's talk about the most personal room in your house. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
Pilgrims is growing, and we want you to be part of a successful, stable, and safe company. We're offering higher wages and more pay incentives than ever before. Stop into our recruitment office any day to apply, or walk in on Wednesdays for an immediate interview. Help us feed the world while we provide you a safe work environment, stable and essential employment, and steady pay. Apply at pilgrims.com today or anytime at 502 West Main Street, Arcadia, Wisconsin.
A new study finds people of color were disproportionately dropped from Medicaid. Researchers from Oregon Health and Science University found Black and Hispanic people were twice as likely as white people to lose coverage because of process-related issues like paperwork. They're calling for improvements in processes to reduce disparities. A new study is giving Alzheimer's patients and their families hope. A randomized controlled clinical trial used lifestyle interventions based around eating well, moving more, stressing less, and loving more. Researchers found cognitive improvement in some people with early dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. The study divided 51 people into 2 random groups. An intervention group that consumed a vegan diet, did daily aerobic exercise, practiced stress reduction, and engaged in online support groups, and a control group which did none of that. After 5 months, 10 people saw improvement in their thinking skills. The rest in the intervention group stayed the same, but that was a boon since most people in the control group saw cognitive decline. And calls for severe poisonings are up at poison centers around the country. Researchers at UVA School of Medicine looked at 33 million poisoning cases between 2007 and 2021. They found intentional deadly exposures increased more than 200%. For children, the rate jumped by 77%. Researchers say the increase may be linked to the growing mental health crisis and the rise of opioid use. Coming up on News 8, the country added more than 250,000 jobs last month.
And we have breezy conditions, but we're going to have a cool night with temperatures getting all the way down in the 40s. The good news is Monday's going to be pleasant with plenty of sun for you. We'll break down when we might see the next chance of rain and maybe when we'll see some 80s. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
People of another age, yep. Howdy Doody Time, the Ed Sullivan Show, the Mickey Mouse Club. You remember, getting in and out of that tub just isn't quite as easy as it once was. We make life easier for older folks like me. New walk-in shower, a personal shower, a seat if you like. Seriously, be safe. Call the Board Store. Let us make your bathroom safe and beautiful. Contact the Board Store today.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I had to start engineering my own arch support. So I got that, then I put this in there, this one. Finally, before I added another one of these in, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. And if I'd have just gone to Good Feet, I'd have been better off in the first place.
Good Feet Arch Supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers up to $18 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for 27 years. They've always taken care of me. But when they asked me to talk to you about their special customer event, Us Days, I said, I gotta get in shape. So they sent me this Hollywood trainer. Oh, this guy's no joke. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Now let's try burpees.
Us Days is back at U.S. Cellular. Current customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $300 off any tablet.
When patients want to address their smoking or vaping, doctors refer them to smokefree.gov for free help. Chat online with an expert. Build your plan to address smoking, vaping, or chewing tobacco. Sign up for free texts from people like you. Doctors know they go at your pace. Visit smokefree.gov. That's smokefree.gov. Smokefree.gov.
The economy remains one of the key issues of the presidential campaign. Inflation and credit card delinquencies are up, but so are paychecks and 401k balances. What does that mean for family budgets?
Wall Street staying strong,
The NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow all up this year and holding near record highs. And the latest jobs report shows the country added more than 250,000 jobs last month, with unemployment creeping up to 4%.
The reports of the demise of the labor market have certainly been overstated.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger speaking on CBS Saturday Morning.
Fewer people are quitting, and that's a sign of a labor market slowdown. There's also been evidence that consumers aren't spending quite as much, and economic growth is pulling back a little bit.
A recent Harris poll found more than half of Americans wrongly think we're in a recession. The reason? Inflation and the price tags we're seeing for things like food, like at this farmer's market in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Right now, everybody's tight with money, because prices are high. That means you have less disposable income.
But Americans are also making more money.
We saw wages up. Wages were up by 4.1% from a year ago. Why is that important? The inflation rate right now is at about 3.4% from a year ago.
Home prices and mortgage rates are still high, but the number of homes for sale is rising sharply. And some more good news. Gas prices have been dropping heading into the summer.
And while consumers may be hoping for some relief from the Federal Reserve, after that strong jobs report, experts believe it's unlikely they'll make any rate cuts at their meeting this week. Temperatures in the low 70s throughout La Crosse Day. Let's send it over to meteorologist Greg Barnhart for a look at our weekend weather forecast.
Yeah, we certainly had the rain Saturday. Second half of Saturday was nice. We had a cold front kind of come through today, and that's why the winds picked up out of the north and some cloud cover. So it's kept our temperatures in the 70s. And for a river update, the good news is we're not seeing a lot of significant precipitation in the next 7 days or a lot in one certain period. Right now, Wabasha is the only one that's a minor flood and projected to stay at minor flood. The rest of it, all the way downstream to McGregor, are going to remain getting up to action and then remain at action or just minor flood here. Could go all the way through Father's Day weekend. So the flow is going to remain high for quite a long time. It takes a long time for it to get through the system. Otherwise, tonight we got the decreasing winds this evening. That's the good news. Chilly though, you're going to see some 40s. If you want 50s and 60s, definitely not going to feel that way. Even some areas may approach 40. So it's going to be a chilly morning. Tomorrow, sunny and pleasant. Temperatures in the 70s, low humidity, and better shot. Lighter winds too, so that'll be the big story. There actually is some frost advisories up to the northeast of Ladysmith, just because temperatures could get into the mid-30s up there. Some of the colder spots over by Sparta in these areas up to Ladysmith too could get up to around 40. So chilly night, so something to keep in mind of. But otherwise, decreasing clouds this evening. Temperatures will continue to fall quite quickly, probably into the 40s after midnight up to the north. And then as you wake up tomorrow, light winds, but a chilly start with temperatures mainly in the upper 40s to low 50s in other areas. Most other areas will probably be in the mid 40s too. But with plenty of sun and it's June, you're going to see those temperatures climb quickly back up into the 60s by noon. And plenty of sun in the afternoon, maybe some high clouds late in the afternoon approaching, but otherwise we'll get well up into the low to mid 70s, maybe a few areas getting a little bit warmer than that. Towards tomorrow evening, cloud cover begins to approach. We do have a system that's approaching from the west, will remain dry. This will keep our temperatures a lot warmer going into Tuesday morning with the cloud cover approaching. And that system will be developing showers and storms Tuesday afternoon well to the west. And then it's just a matter of if it holds together coming through Tuesday late morning to around noon. This will be the first round, and then there's potentially, when the front comes back behind this, we might have a second round in the afternoon, but very scattered by that nature. All this could change depending on when that first line comes through, but that's our next chance of rain. Won't be a lot of rain, and we're not expecting severe weather yet with that system. Then as we go out throughout the week, that pattern of these little waves coming through continues to hit us as the west still heats up. So as the west heats up, our jet kind of comes right overhead or occasionally dives south. That'll keep these systems coming all the way through Thursday, but we will notice the ridge start to push up a little bit north, so our temperatures will start to climb. Otherwise, we're looking at temperatures going into tonight. Will be chilly, mid 40s, low 40s up to the north, lighter winds. A pleasant Monday, in fact, temperatures in the 70s, light winds, and really nice conditions. The rain comes back as we go on to Tuesday, and then go into Wednesday. Temperatures come up into the mid 80s, and then Thursday, the rain chance, and then I know everyone's looking for Father's Day weekend and beyond, because we have the air show too going there. It looks unsettled at least the second half and warmer. So if you want the 80s, they are coming, but Monday's going to be fantastic in my opinion.
Perfect. Definitely looking forward to those mid to upper 80s.
You want the heat and humidity.
Yeah,
right.
Can't complain, right? Yeah. Thank you, Greg. Well, coming up in sports, Sunday afternoon baseball. The Brewers going for a sweep over to the Detroit Tigers, but things didn't go their way. Kate has the highlights after the break.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Every week it costs more to feed my family. Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
Taste a sweet strawberry, a Jolivet strawberry. Stop by Jolivet Family Farms Market today for some fresh Jolivet's homegrown strawberries. Available 7 days a week in the market. Pick your own. Check for availability. Jolivet's also features a large selection of fresh vegetables and homegrown produce. There is no sweeter strawberry in the world than a Jolivet strawberry. Only at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
What if antibodies from sharks cured cancer? What if breast cancer was prevented with a vaccine? What if new science became clinical trials in real time? At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we search the depths of the ocean, the edges of space, turning possibilities into life-saving solutions and what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
For the second straight Sunday, the Milwaukee Brewers are going for a sweep. Last week it was the White Sox. Today they're going for their third straight win over the Detroit Tigers. They already earned their 12th series win of the season, and a win today would give them a 6.5 game lead in the division. To Detroit we go, and spoiler alert, this one did not go good for the Brewers. First inning, 2 men on for Riley Green, and he's going to get the best of Bryce Wilson. Hits it out to no man's land in right field. Both runners are going to come around to score. Tigers take an early lead. Fifth inning now, bases loaded for Gio Urshela, and he lines one into center field. That scores 2 more. Tigers take a 4-0 lead, and they would actually go up 10. But let's end on some positives. A man on for Bryce Terang gets this one down the first base line, and it's trouble. Jackson Chourio going to come in to score from first. The Brewers get on the board. And then in the 9th inning, Andrew Monasterio, he's going to line one out to center field. That's down to the wall. Gary Sanchez comes in to score. And the Brewers, they cut the lead to 8, but that's all they would get. Detroit closes it out 10-2, the final. Twins at the beautiful PNC Park in a wild one with the Pirates, down 1 in the 6th, but with the bases loaded. Royce Lewis skies one out to left field, should be deep enough to score a run, and it is. This one is going to extra innings. In the 10th, Manuel Margot comes up clutch, lines this pitch out to right field. That's going to get to the wall, and the run scores. Margot has some speed. He's in with an RBI triple. Still no outs. Bases loaded for Carlos Santana, and he gets one through to right field. 2 more runs come in to score. Santana slides into second with an RBI double, and they weren't done. In steps Carlos Correa, and the hit parade continues. He singles into right. 2 more runs going to come in to score as the Twins blow this game wide open. They get the win 11-5. Loggers on the road in Wisconsin Rapids to wrap up their weekend, but the Rafters get the best of them. 8-5 the final. Lucky for lacrosse, they'll have some chance at revenge tomorrow night as they'll host the Rafters down at Copeland Park at 6:35. And it's their last home game until June 20th. Game 2 of the NBA Finals set for tonight as well. Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics looking to take a 2-game lead over Dallas. I'll have an update tonight at 10. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Get an 11% rebate on everything for your next project at Menards. Dutch Boy Exterior Stain and Sealer provides one coat protection and repels rain after 4 hours of application, saving you time and money. A gallon is $31.99 plus 11% rebate. Finish your wood projects with Cabot Australian Timber Oil. It's perfect for decks, siding, and outdoor furniture and provides maximum penetration and water repellency. A gallon is $49.98 plus 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
A lot has changed since the Overhead Door Company installed its first door in 1921. One thing that hasn't? Our commitment to quality. We set the standard a century ago with the first motorized garage door, and we have not stopped innovating since. Today, you can build your dream door with the DoorView app, and with the OHD Anywhere app, you can control your new door from anywhere. So next time you need a repair or replacement for your garage door, look for the red ribbon and trust 100 years of experience Overhead Door Company.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
Life happens. When people hit bumps in the road, Family and Children's Center is here to help. FCC offers mental health support with 20 different programs, support for hurts, heartaches, and hardships. Because life happens, contact FCC Outpatient Therapy at fcconline.org.
When the threat is real.
All right, we still have another tornado warning now.
First Warn Weather is here for you.
So we're going to continue to monitor this once again.
It's in the name, keeping you safe before and as it happens.
And then for the morning commute, we're looking at heavy rain potential.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. On air, in your hand, and online. When you need us.
We'll continue to update you throughout the night with a severe weather outbreak. All right, tonight, decreasing clouds, decreasing winds. That'll be the good story. Unfortunately, the other story is going to be the temperatures. 51 in La Crosse, but many areas will be in the 40s. In fact, some areas may approach 40. So chilly, pleasant, plenty of sunshine Monday. Tuesday, the rain does come in. It could be morning and then maybe some in the afternoon. And then the temperatures do climb up. There's a lot of question marks going into Father's Day weekend about rain chances and actual temps. But if you want the warm, humid, it's coming back a little bit.
Perfect. Can't wait. Well, we want to thank you so much for watching News 8 Now this weekend. We'll see you right here at 10.